It is Indiana in the Morning, presented, as always, by First Commonwealth Bank. It's WCCS AM 1160 and FM 101.1. It's always an adventure when you're dealing with Lisa Spencer. Kathy, you know that, don't you?
I work with her. I do know that.
Kathy Abby
Good morning
Baker.
to both of you.
Lisa Spencer and
See you.
Kathy Abby Baker in the studios with us here this morning. Oh, gracious. We always get off to great starts. Hey, Lisa.
Yes.
It's good to have you with us.
I do want to apologize. Todd and I got our wires crossed. He had Wednesday. I had Thursday.
Uh-huh.
I kind of think I was right, but I'll take the blame for that
Well,
one.
I happen to know that you were wrong because you're a normal Wednesday appearance.
I know, but okay, here's my excuse.
All right.
I'm pleading the age card because my normal Wednesday would have been November 1st, and I turned 50. Remember I told you that?
You did.
I did. So I got a nice little Smucker's jelly jar from my aunts with my picture on it, like Willard Scott does on the Today Show, and it says halfway there. So I'm pleading my age.
All right. Well, you can use that only for so long.
Just one time.
She is Lisa Spencer. She's with the Indiana County Department of Human Services, and Kathy Abby Baker from the Children's Advisory Commission here in Indiana County as well. And you do two work together, don't you?
We work well together. We work very well together. Yes.
Yeah. So some things coming up, including the Speak Up survey.
This is really, really going to be an important survey for us because we do this once every 5 years through our department, and this is how a lot of our grants, they take information from all of this, and this is how the grants are written to see where the gaps are. So this is really important that we have every resident that can put their input in and have their voice heard. This is the time to do it, and I'm going to let Kathy explain it to you.
Okay, Kathy, you're on.
We've been doing this every 5 years since 2002. So with this being the actual fourth time that we've been collecting data, we're going to have over 15 years worth of data on all of the different things going on in Indiana County. So that, I think, is important because if you can see trends, one thing to look at. But mostly it's important because, as Lisa said, this is how the people that plan services in Indiana County can use this information to see what the residents are thinking.
Yeah.
So we ask questions about if anybody's had problem obtaining certain kinds of services, about insurance coverage, about their preparedness for emergencies, housing and rent, child care, the drug and alcohol problems in Indiana County. And then we ask what priorities do people think should be put towards programs that address what they think is the most important. And in this particular survey, we have added a couple open-ended questions, and one of them is on the epidemic of the heroin in our county, as well as most of the nation. There's a big epidemic, so there's a big space there for people to put in their thoughts about this problem. And at the very, very end of the survey, and this is new too, is we just opened it. You know, you have whatever you want to tell us, whatever concerns anybody has, they can write them in.
And even though you're Children's Advisory Commission, we need to stress that children are just a part of it, correct? It's,
Right.
It's for all Indiana County residents and addressing their needs.
And for all age groups, too.
Yeah. All right,
Across age groups.
So when folks take this, and maybe we ought to first to tell folks how it is that they can become involved, how they take the survey.
Well, there's a couple ways. On the Children's Advisory Commission website, which is www.children'sadvisorycommission.org, there is a link to the survey. Or, and the problem is it's a long
It's one of those
address.
SurveyMonkey ones.
Yes, and it's HTTPS, or you don't really need to put that in, but it's www.surveymonkey.com. Then it's /R/speaks up. Now, that's a long one to remember, so I'll say it one more time. www.surveymonkey.com /R is in red /speaks up. And that will take you directly to the survey.
Okay. How about when I post this on our Indiana in the Morning page, just, folks can listen to the interview, but we'll also put that in print right there, what the link is for SurveyMonkey, so that folks can take it.
That'd be great.
SurveyMonkey.com /R another backslash, and then speaks up, all one word.
Yes, it takes you directly to the survey.
Okay. So it's going to take you how long to complete this survey?
Well, that depends on how much you like to write.
Okay.
I mean, you have the option of just going through there. I would say 10 to 15 minutes if you're just going through maybe at writing a little bit. If you want to take the time to write in a whole lot of comments, then it's going to take longer. It really depends on the individual. None of the questions are required, and some of them won't pertain to everybody. So you can put does not apply, or you can skip a section.
And it's anonymous.
Oh, absolutely. Anonymous. We're not collecting any IP addresses or anything.
Yeah, yeah. And for those, Lisa, who are not computer savvy or on the internet and want to do a hard copy, a paper version, they can do that too?
Absolutely. They can call our office over at the Department of Human Services at 724-463-8200 and hit extension 3. That will take you to Maureen's extension, Maureen Pounds, and we can mail a hard copy to anybody who would prefer to fill it out hard copy. So that's definitely an option.
And while timeliness is certainly encouraged, you have until December 22nd to get it in.
Yes, yes. And we can kind of keep track of how many are taking it as we go. So I think if we get it done now, though, then at least... Like we did ours yesterday, so
There have been
so
six,
we're on
six
it.
people have taken it so far.
Six people.
6 people. So, I mean, there was 3 of us, and I don't know who the other 3 are.
We didn't want to be hypocrites. We wanted to make sure we practiced what we preached, so we all took our surveys. So, and I'll make sure we'll have 7. I'll make my mom take it today.
There
Yeah.
you go. Well, we'll see if we can't encourage people to go ahead and take the survey, and we'll do a news story in about a week, and we'll use some snippets from this interview to maybe remind folks
Right.
that they
We're
can.
happy to come back too if you want us.
Okay,
So.
well, we can make that happen too, and you can give us an update. It's a needs assessment survey. So tell me what that means.
It's just really identifying the different gaps and services that maybe some of our programs aren't capturing. So if like a different need would be for a single mom with children, there's a different need there in what services she's needing than what an elderly person in our county might be needing. As opposed to somebody who's struggling with a form of a disability, their needs are all different. And so we really want a wide cross-section from everybody so we can get a good idea as to, where are we missing services and where can we devote some of our attention when we're doing some grant writing opportunities here. And not just our agency uses a survey. Many agencies in Indiana County use this survey because of the data collected. So it's really crucial that people know that. So they help us out with this.
Yeah. Now, Kathy, from the Children's Advisory Commission standpoint, of course, you'll have different interests in the survey respondents than others.
I can. What I think is really important for people to realize is that you're going to go through the survey and you're going to go, well, duh, I know that. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that this is a problem. However, when you're writing grants, you need some kind of a tool that has validated that information. You can't just go because everybody knows it. You have an actual number of people who said that this is what they think.
Yeah, so you can say, here's the percentage of respondents who say
Yeah.
Yes.
this
This is a
an
problem
ongoing
and
problem.
we need help. Yeah.
And I can give a really, really good example. In 2002, the first year we had this survey available. After the results came in, we broke into different work groups through the Children's Advisory Commission, and one of them was called the Youth Priorities Group. And we looked at the answers to questions on if like recreational opportunities for kids, keeping them out of trouble, juvenile delinquency, drug and alcohol use, and that kind of thing. Looked at the different areas of the county and where it seemed like the most severe problems were and where people perceived the most need, and that ended up being the northern part of Indiana County, in the Purchase Line, Penns Manor, Marion Center area. And from that, we said, well, what can we do? And we started an Evergreen Boys and Girls Club in Purchase Line. We were the first place, and it came directly from the results of the 2002 survey. And now, as Louis Seiko was on not too long ago talking about how great it is to have the Evergreen Boys and Girls Club in the different areas and how it keeps kids out of trouble. So we actually did what we said we were going to do. We addressed that need, and made some positive changes, which is what this is really all about, is making positive changes and good outcomes for the people of the county.
Well, that's a tremendous example. You're right. And so that makes it extremely incumbent upon folks to be sure that they're taking this survey. And so we need to get that. We need to get that done. 463-8200 extension 3. You can talk to Maureen Pounds. Any questions you have, or to get yourself involved with the paper copy.
Right.
Or surveymonkey.com/r/speaks up. I said backsplash. Which we all need in our kitchen sinks. We all need a good
Yes.
backsplash. All right.
They'll remember it better because you said that.
I bet you. I bet you they will. But you can also, Kathy, go to the Children's Advisory Commission website and find the link there.
There's a link there.
All right.
But I mean, if you can go there, you can go right directly to the survey.
Terrific. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in to tell us about this. And we do need to keep up on this. Lisa, you can either come back for your regular visit next month at the beginning of the month,
I think
or
we'll
we
come
could
back sooner. Yeah,
come back
because we'll
sooner.
try to see if we can keep the word out. Because I think if we're kind of generating all of this, we just sent a big mailing out to the chamber yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
so that's all going out because this is for everybody. This is for everybody, even that's working in the county. We need the input. But I want to just say one more thing.
Okay.
I just want to say Happy Veterans Day to all of our veterans. I have the utmost respect for all of our veterans, and I hope they have a blessed Veterans Day, and I hope everybody keeps a remembrance for the ones who have passed away dying for our freedom.
Absolutely. We echo those thoughts. Ladies, thanks so much for
All
coming.
right.
Welcome.
Thanks, Todd.
We appreciate it. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank, WCCS AM 1160 and FM 101.1.